The old glassblower Eiji was a man consumed by his craft. His small studio, nestled deep in the mist-shrouded hills of Tokushima, smelled perpetually of molten silica and ozone. Locals whispered about him, not just for his reclusive nature, but for the uncanny beauty and unsettling clarity of his creations. His glass wasn't merely transparent, it seemed to hold light, to trap echoes, to reflect more than just the visible world. One stormy night, a shard of glass from a shattered window pane sliced Eiji's hand. It was a common enough accident in his line of work, but as he watched the crimson bead well up, he saw something in the glass that wasn't there before. A flicker of movement, a distorted shadow within its crystalline depths. He dismissed it as a trick of the dim light and his own fatigue. But the incidents grew. A newly crafted vase would hum with an almost inaudible vibration, and the reflections in its surface would twist, showing fleeting glimpses of faces that weren't in the room, of rooms that didn't exist. Eiji, a man of science and precision, began to feel a creeping dread. He started to see patterns in the glass. Not the intricate designs he'd blown, but dark, swirling currents, like eddies in a black river. He recalled an old superstition his grandmother, Amiko, from a small shrine near the ancient burial mounds, had once told him. Glass, like water, remembers. And dark deeds, unseen but present, can be etched into its very soul. He'd scoffed at it then, but now the words resonated with a terrifying truth. One evening, as he worked on a large, ornate mirror, the air in the studio grew heavy and cold. The molten glass in the crucible bubbled with an unnatural vigor, and as he began to shape it, the reflections in the cooling surface showed not his own weary face, but a procession of contorted figures, their mouths open in silent screams. He saw flashes of violence, of despair, of unspeakable acts, all trapped within the emerging glass. The mirror became a portal, a window not to his reflection but to the collective anguish of every dark act committed in the presence of glass. He saw a man fall from a high window, a knife glinting in the hand of another, a child crying silently as its home burned, all witnessed and absorbed by the inert, transparent material. Eiji tried to destroy it, to shatter the monstrous mirror into 1,000 pieces, but his hands trembled, and an unseen force held him back. The figures in the glass writhed, beckoning him closer. He could hear their silent screams now, a chorus of despair that clawed at his sanity. The glass wasn't just reflecting, it was absorbing. It was a repository of forgotten darkness, a silent witness to humanity's cruelty. And Eiji, the master glassblower, had unwittingly become its final, most tragic artisan. He was found the next morning, slumped over the completed mirror, his eyes wide and vacant, reflecting only the endless, silent agony within the dark side of the glass. The mirror stood untouched, its surface now opaque, a solid black hiding the horrors within, waiting for its next unwitting observer.